I took a breath after last night's game, right? Because to say that I was absolutely fucking gutted would be the understatement of the year. Um, when I when I when that final whistle blew, I felt absolutely deflated. After watching the Reds go at it, first 10 v 11, then 9 v 11, there was a part of me that was just like, you know what, if we come out of this with any kind of result, it would certainly make this day okay. But the more I started thinking about things last night, the more I just got more fucking angry and angry. I was so pissed off. I couldn't believe what I was watching. I couldn't believe that the Premier League, the Premier League put forward these people, these match officials, right? And what could have probably been one of the biggest games of the season, certainly for a neutral. Yeah, Liverpool versus Tottenham. Come on, that's box office. That's gonna get bums on seats. That's gonna get eyeballs on screens. They send a mediocre bunch of match officials. Now look, I know anybody can make a mistake, right? I know. There are many times at my job, possibly, quite likely, I would have fucked up a couple of times, right? And especially in the Premier League, where the stakes are so high, you need your best people. You need your best people to hand. Not these modern referees where it's all about them. When I was growing up, I had no idea who the fucking referees were. Did you know any referee when back in early 2000s or the late 90s? Did you know of any referees? But now we've got referees with Instagram accounts and fucking TikToking and all that shit and whatever. It's about them. It's about them. It's all about them now. But I don't want to sit here with a tinfoil hat on and cry conspiracies or anything like that. That's not. I'm not good. I'm not about that. Four red cards in 7 games. There's no conspiracy. I'm not about that. Okay. Luis Diaz being onside by a fucking meter, and a meter, right? 100 centimeters. There's no conspiracy. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna get into that. Yeah. But I just fuck man. How is this? And all of this time, right? We had Liverpool having issues with match officials, and there are some times where I think Klopp can go a little bit crazy, and certainly after yesterday's post-match interview. I could see someone, Klopp, who was trying to really behind gritted teeth not to criticize the ref, because you know what? If you as a football club, you do that, they fucking go in on you, right? So I'm glad that Klopp has learned that lesson. I was expecting him to tear into the referees, but he didn't, so credit to him. And look, if you're a Tottenham fan, I get it. You know what? Fucking go ahead, banter us. Go mad. I don't even bad. It's fine. You've beaten Liverpool you've gotten the 3 points, you beat us, fair play, right? At the end of the day, when you look at overall the chances created, probably Tottenham should have run away with the game, but they didn't, And that's another testament to Jurgen Klopp's tactics and these team of mentality fucking monsters. I leave feeling this incredible sense of pride in what they have done, right? Absolutely so fucking proud of this team, No one is taking any notice of us. No one gives us any chance this season. That's fine, and I think probably Liverpool would actually want that as well. But to put up to fuck. I'm just thinking about these referees. Wow. That's all we can really talk about. I wish I could have come to you guys now today and talk about the individual performances. But this is not going to be a video about individual performances, because there's some bigger things going on here at large. And that for me, and this is what I wanted to say, is that you can be a rival supporter or from a rival club, And you could probably revel and enjoy in all of this. And you know what? If if the shoe was on the other foot, I'd probably be the fucking same. I'd probably giving it the big uns. But this is as a sort of systemic. It's a part of this refereeing culture. These fucking just to bottle job every single thing, right? So if you are a rival supporter, understand that you are also gonna have some really fucking god awful decisions go against you. Yeah. Today, I was just watching the Curtis Jones red card, and I know I'm talking all over the show, people, so please forgive me. You know, I had the structure, I had a plan, I had a format I was gonna go through, but the minute this camera went on, my brain went. Pfft. Every time I kept thinking about these. So, yeah, where do you go? Where do you go from here? Well, let me just rewind this shit again and just take it back to our team and really kind of like stay in the pocket. Okay, we lost, but I think coming out of that, I took more out of that game from who this team is. This team that we're talking about, this mentality monsters, these Reds, and I have seen a team come back from setback after setback, and be victorious and succeed at the objectives. I couldn't have been more proud of this team. Yes, it was a fucking punch to the gut. It was a punch to the gut when the ball went off Matip's shins, and you know he was having a fucking brilliant game in the defense. You know, everybody. I've been very critical of our defense. I put my hands up. I've been absolutely critical about my defense, but you know, this team showed a side of me yesterday that they've got the minerals. You know, that they've made of more. They're not some fucking empty shells, hollow fucking donuts. They actually have some backbone, and so that really bodes well for us for the rest of the season. It's just. I'm gutted, man. You know, our old mentor once told me, never equate malice when incompetence can be explained. Yeah. So never credit malice. Don't think that there's some bad intention behind people's intentions or decisions. Only incompetence, and never has it been more clearly stated than yesterday. I don't think that there's an agenda around Liverpool. 4 red cards in 7 matches. No, not seriously. I hope to think. I want to believe that there is no agenda. Let me put it that way. But it's just sheer incompetence, and I'd be okay with people fucking up. You know, I'm okay with it, right? But if you are gonna castigate everybody in the Premier League, right? If you're as a refereeing organization, you're gonna come out and you're gonna be so hard. These tougher rules, time wasting. You literally take like 5 seconds to take a line out, yellow card. Okay, if that's the energy that you, Howard Webb, and your cronies, if that's the energy that you guys have, then you must be able to fucking take it too. Simon Hooper, yesterday, right? That referee. Okay, so let's quickly talk about the Diaz disallowed goal. Okay, I can understand the on-field match officials. The linesman put his flag up, and it was blown offside. I get that. You know, the game is happening fast. Any linesman back in the 90s or 80s would have fucking caught that offside. But okay, let's for argument's sake, let's just keep it like this. I was like, okay, so the on-field match officials then say it's offside. But is at that point, shouldn't the VAR then come in and say, hey, it's a blatant and obvious mistake? Surely you have the technology. Surely you are playing in one of the best fucking state-of-the-art stadiums in the world at White Hart Lane. You telling me that no one got fucking internet coverage there? There's no Wi-Fi signal there? That they can't get to Stockley like, hey, send us that those lines in the screen so we could all see, everybody's uncle could see. But that is a systemic thing. And that is something to do with the PGMOI, right? The professional game management, whatever the fuck they call themselves, right? And as absolutely predicted, they came out yesterday with a statement saying, we're sorry, we fucked up. Well, great. You're sorry. That's going to be fine. But when other clubs, make mistakes, you will go in on them. Red card, boom. I honestly, listen, that Jones red card, look, I can understand, right? Well, if you're watching the game in real time, it went in as a 50-50-50 challenge. Now, it's still early doors. It's still the first quarter. You already know how things are going. Maybe you guys get together once a week and you decide, hey guys, how does this instant yellow card's gonna go? I'm sure that these referees come together and they decide and sit and analyze their performances. But that being said, though, I just honestly couldn't get it. I honestly, God, didn't get it. So what's clear coming out of all of this, right, is that, okay, they're going to be more harder on the rules, right, and more stricter and to the letter of the law. You waste time, yellow card. So my question then is that if the referee organization or whatever they're called bring that energy and they're so hard, right, that they're almost taking the soul out of football, right, they want to be that hard, then the same accountability should count for them. I don't want to fucking see Simon Hooper ref a Liverpool game ever again, right? That motherfucker, look, anybody can make a second. I agree with that, right? But your cock-up was global. That's all everybody's going to talk about this week, Simon. And that in England in the fucking VAR room. But most importantly, these are people who work. They put in those positions. Howard Webb, he's the leader of the referees, Mr. fucking policeman, Mr. Big Shot Charlie. It's about him, that fucking 12th Man United fan. I said I wasn't gonna be fucking conspiracy theorist here, This ain't Alex Jones's podcast. Nah, man, nah. Fuck it. Anyway, I didn't want to make this video 15 minutes about talking about a fucking referee, but you know what? That's how it is. So yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of things going to be spoken about it all week. It doesn't make any difference for us. Like I said, it's 1 point. We lost 1 point. Okay, but let's keep in mind that how the team performed, most importantly. Like I said, I can lose. I can take losing any single day. But as long as my players play for this badge, then I will support them to the hilt. Even if we fucking end up in the first division or in fucking wherever. As long as my players give it all, I'm going to be out here giving it all. So, absolute mentality monsters. Love it. Love the commitment yesterday. Love the application, Unfortunately, to come away with nothing and suspensions and injuries, fuck. It's a tough break for Cody Gakpo, huh? He took that goal really, really well. But it was hard to see how he got injured. But, I watched it again and, he landed a bit awkwardly over there and he looked in a lot of pain. So, that could mean, hopefully, it's nothing to do with his knee or ACLs or anything like that. It really looked fucking painful. So, yeah. Next game, Brighton. I'm sure we're going to see a positive result. I hope that that the team keep their head up, know that we as supporters, we stand behind them. We're loving this Liverpool team. We're loving this new Klopp 2.0. And that they shouldn't feel too down about that. Yes, I can understand someone like Matip who looked absolutely fucking distraught when the ball went in. Everybody did. But, let's keep our heads up, Reds. We go again. It's Brighton up next. That's going to be another tough game. So, yeah. And Howard Webb, if you're watching this thing, sort your fucking people out, okay? Get right. You know what? Find the right people. Find the people with the right fucking mentality and character who can handle the pressure. It's the fucking Premier League. The top tier football competition on TV in the world. And you bring us these B-Tech fucking Colinas and these referees? Who are these people? Huh? Some fucking accountability should surely be up for grabs here. Anyways, Reds, this is my semi-rant over. I'm just fucking disappointed. But anyway, we go again next week. Reds, thanks for watching. Again, do us a favor if you feel like it, if you want to see fucking Howard Webb being drawn in front of a mob and thrown with eggs and flags. Okay, you know what? We're not going to get into that. We're not advocating any violence for that. We should always be respectful to people. I hope that people don't go onto that guy Simon Hooper's socials and completely fucking, hurl abuse at him or his family or do some stupid fucking shit. You know how fans can get. It's fucking football, guys. Huh? Next week we play, we forget, and we move on, right? Try not to be nasty or mean. But yeah, I hope I wasn't right now. Anyways, enough of this faffing around. Do us a favor, if you're still watching, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Until then, I'll see you later.